Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Anuta, the Crochet World, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe to my channel, like, share and comment on my videos. And today we're going to do this beautiful pattern for a card wallet. It opens up like this and you can easily insert your card in, and it's nice and it closes up very nicely. Now here I've used Suzette stitch pattern, and it is a one row repeat pattern, so it's really very easy to make this card wallet. And here I've used my 100% cotton yarn, and for this particular project I've used 3.5 mm of the hook. So let's begin. So here have your yarn and we will start with the slip knot. So have your slip knot here, and now we're going to chain up 18, 1, 8. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 17 and 18. So here I've got my 18 chains, and now I will turn my work. So turn your work, and here it is. You will find your back bump of your chains. So here it is. I'm going to skip this first chain. So I'm going to skip this first back bump of my this first stitch, and I will go to the second chain. So this is the back part of my the second chain, and I will insert my hook into my the second chain, and we'll grab the yarn and we'll make a single crochet here. Yarn over, and I will again insert my hook into that same stitch, into that same chain, and we'll grab the yarn and yarn over, pull your yarn through 2 loops, yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops. So this is your double crochet. So into the second chain have 1 single crochet and 1 double crochet. Now we're going to skip over this next chain. So skip over this next chain, and into the chain after that have 1 single crochet and 1 double crochet. So insert your hook directly into your this next chain, grab a yarn, 1 single crochet, yarn over, insert your hook again into that same chain, grab a yarn and have your double crochet here. Again we're going to skip over this next stitch, and into the stitch after that have 1 single crochet and 1 double crochet. And now keep on having this pattern, keep on repeating this pattern until the end of your chain. Again we're going to skip over this next chain, and into the chain after that have 1 single crochet and 1 double crochet here. So keep on repeating this pattern, and by the end of this row number 1, we're going to have our 18 stitches, and I'm going to meet you at the end here. Here it is. I have my this 16 stitches including my single crochets and double crochets, and I'm here on my this last 2 chains. I'm going to skip my this second last chain, and I will go to this last chain, and here again I'm going to have another 2 stitches here. So 1 single crochet and 1 double crochet, and that's how I'm going to have my 18 stitches including my single crochets and double crochets. Here it is. These are my 18 stitches. And now for the row number 2, we're going to repeat over this row number 1. So here chain 1 and turn your work, and now we're going to skip over this chain 1. So this is our chain 1. We're going to skip this chain 1, and we're going to skip over this first stitch. So every single time you're starting up a new row, skip this 2 stitches, one your chain 1 and this your first stitch, and go to the second stitch and insert your hook into the second stitch and grab your yarn and have 1 single crochet, yarn over and have 1 double crochet into that same stitch. Again we're going to skip over this next stitch. So skip your this next stitch, and into the stitch after that again we're going to have 2 stitches, 1 single crochet and 1 double crochet. So here it is. It's our 1 single crochet, yarn over, insert your hook again into that same stitch, grab your yarn and have 1 double crochet. Again we're going to skip over this next stitch, and into the stitch after that we're going to have 1 single crochet and 1 double crochet. Again skip your next stitch, and into the stitch after that have 1 single crochet and 1 double crochet. Now keep on having your these stitches, keep on repeating your pattern here. Skip your this next stitch, and into the stitch after that have 1 single crochet and 1 double crochet, and by the end here you're going to have your 18 stitches. I'm going to meet you somewhere here with my 16 stitches, and I will tell you how to complete your this row number 2. So keep on repeating your this pattern here with 1 single crochet, skip your next stitch, and then into the next stitch have 1 single crochet and 1 double crochet, and I'm going to meet you after that. And here it is. I have my 16 stitches here, and for my last 2 stitches here I am. So I'm going to again skip my this next stitch, and into the stitch here I will have one single crochet and one double crochet. So insert your hook into this last stitch and have one single crochet and one double crochet here. And this is my 18 stitches in total for my this round number or row number 2. So here I've completed my this row number 2. Again, we're going to repeat our this row number 2 for our row number 3. So we're going to have chain 1 here, turn your work, and here we're going to skip over this chain 1 and we will skip over this first stitch and we will go to this second stitch and insert your hook into the second stitch, have one single crochet and one double crochet. Again, we're going to skip over this next stitch and into the stitch after that, have one single crochet and one double crochet. Again, we're going to skip over this next stitch and into the stitch after that, have one single crochet and one double crochet. Now keep on repeating your round or row number 2 until your row number 42. So we're going to keep on repeating this pattern until our row number 42, and our each row will have 18 stitches, including your single crochets and your double crochets. So keep on having one single crochet and one double crochet into that same stitch and skip your this next stitch. Keep on repeating this pattern and I'm going to meet you after my row number 42. So just keep on repeating your row number 2 until your row number 42 and I'm going to meet you after that. And here it is. After my round number 42, my work looks like this. And now, here, after my round number 42, have chain 1. Now this chain 1 will count as our first single crochet. And here, I'm just going to insert my stitch marker. And now we will have our single crochets all the way on this side. So here, you can see this 2 strain of yarn. We're going to take this 2 strain of yarn. We will insert our hook into this 2 strain of yarn like this. So turn your work and just have this 2 strain of yarn like this and grab the yarn and have one single crochet here. This is basically our one row. And we will go to the second row. You can find your gap in here, insert your hook and grab the yarn and have your second single crochet. This is your third single crochet. Chain 1 is our first single crochet. This is our second single crochet and this is our third single crochet. Again, you're going to find your this 2 strain of yarn here. Insert your hook into this 2 strain of yarn. Grab your yarn and have one single crochet and go to this gap in here. Insert your hook and have one single crochet. Again, go to this 2 strain of yarn. Take this 2 strain of yarn and insert your hook and grab a yarn and have one single crochet. Go to this next space in here, insert your hook and find your space and have your one single crochet here. And now keep on repeating this pattern, keep on having one single crochet for each row. So here, if you can see, this is your strain of yarn. Here you can find this 2 strain of yarn in here. So here we're going to insert our hook and we will have our one single crochet, and after this you're going to find your space in here. So we will insert our hook into this space and we will have our another single crochet here. Again, we will have our single crochet on this side and we will have our single crochet on this gap in here. So keep on repeating this pattern and you're going to have your 43 single crochets here. As we have 42 rows here, we're going to have, and we have made our chain 1 here, so we're going to have our 43 single crochets until here. So until here you're going to have your 43 single crochets and I'm going to meet you here. So keep on having one single crochet for each row and by the end you're going to have your 43 single crochets and I'm going to meet you at the end. And here it is. I have my 42 single crochets here and I'm here at the end. So here at this gap, I'm going to have my 2 single crochets. So here I've got my this 43 single crochets. Sorry, this is my 42nd single crochets. And here I'm going to have my 43 and 44 single crochets. So insert your hook into this last space and add up another 2 single crochets here. And that's how we are going to finish our this row. So here we got our chain 1, we have added up 1 single crochet, and at the end again we have added up another single crochet. So in total we got our 44 single crochets. Remember, we have our 42 rows in here and we got our 44 single crochets on this side. Now here at the end I'm gonna insert another stitch marker so that I will remember that this is my 44th stitch. Now we will turn our work and we will come up here. Now this is our bottom part. This is our foundation chain. Now while doing the foundation chain, remember we have made our 18 chains and then we started working on our 18 stitches. So here we have 17 chains because we have skipped our last chain in here and then we started our first row. So here we have 17 chains, 17 foundation chain. So for that one, just insert your hook into this chain, into your first chain, grab your yarn and have your 1 single crochet, go to your next one, have 1 single crochet, go to your next chain and have 1 single crochet, and keep on having 1 single crochet into each chain, and by the end you're going to have your 17 single crochets, and I'm going to meet you at the end here. And here it is. I have my 16 single crochet here, and here I'm here at my this last chain. Now here, as we have 17 chains here, we're going to have our 17 single crochets. I'm going to add up 1 more single crochet here. So here, just go to this last chain, insert your hook and have your 1 single crochet here. So that is your 17th single crochet, and add up another single crochet here, and that's your 18th single crochet, because we are having 18 stitches on this side. So we're going to need our equal stitches on this other side as well. So this is our bottom part, and here we're going to have our 18 single crochets. So this is how we're going to add our 18 single crochets here, and now we will turn our work. Now here again we're going to have 1 single crochet into each row. We're just going to repeat the pattern what we have done in this side. We're going to exactly repeat our pattern for this side as well. So again, here this is your first stitch. So I'm going to insert my hook into my this first stitch. We'll grab the yarn and we'll have 1 single crochet here, and this is my first single crochet. So here again I'm going to put my stitch marker, and now I will insert my hook again into that same space, and we'll have 1 more single crochet here. So remember to have 2 single crochets here, because we are here at the corner. We want to create a curve here, and that's why we are adding up 1 single crochet here. So here have 2 single crochets and go to your this next space. This is your space. Insert your hook and have 1 single crochet. Again, here it is. Your 2 strain of yarn are here. So just insert your hook in here, grab your yarn and have 1 single crochet, and this is your space. Insert your hook into this space and have 1 single crochet. Go to this next 2 strain of yarn, have 1 single crochet, and go to this next space and have 1 single crochet. So here we're going to have 1 single crochet on each row, and until here we're going to have our 43 single crochets. We're going to repeat exactly the same pattern, so we will add up 1 more single crochet at the end stitch in here, and we will have in total 44 single crochets. So I'm going to have my 43 single crochets, and I'm going to meet you at the end here. And here it is. I've got my 42 single crochets here, and here it is. I'm going to have my last 2 single crochets in this space. So it's 1 and 2. So it's 43 and 44. So in total, I have my 44 single crochets here. Here I've got my 44 single crochets, and here on the other side as well I have my 44 single crochets. And now as we have 18 single crochets here, we're going to have 18 single crochets on this top side as well. So here it is. This is my first stitch. I'm going to insert my hook into my this first stitch, and we'll grab the yarn and we'll have 1 single crochet here. Sorry, I forgot to put a stitch marker here. So on your 44th stitch, put your stitch marker here. It's just it's been easy to count your stitches, and that's why we are putting the stitch marker. So here on your 44th stitch, do not forget to put your stitch marker. This is our first single crochet, and here we're going to have 1 single crochet on each stitch, and you're going to have our 18 single crochets on this side as well. So keep on having 1 single crochet on each stitch, and I'm going to meet you at the end. And here it is. This is going to be my last single crochet, my 18th single crochet here, like this. Remember, we are not going to add any 1 single crochet here, just what we have done here. We got this 1 extra single crochet here because we were having 17 chains, and we are having 1 single crochet on each chain, and that's why we added up 1 single crochet at the bottom. But on the top we have 18 stitches, so there is no need of adding up any extra stitches. So here just 1 single crochet on each stitch, and here I've got my 18 single crochets, and I'm going to cut my yarn. So here it is. Just cut your yarn, and I will secure this last stitch, and I will have a needle here. And now here, as we have this is our first stitch. I'm just going to take out my this stitch marker for a time. and I will go, this is my first stitch, so I will not insert my this needle into my this first stitch. I will go to the second stitch. Insert your needle into this second stitch and like this, and just have your needle this way, and I will insert my needle into this my last stitch in between these two loops here, and that's how I'm gonna finish my this work. Now this stitch what we have just formed, that's gonna be our first stitch. We will count that as our first stitch. So just put your other stitch marker back on this last formed stitch. Remember, we haven't stitched this one, it is just we have formed with the help of your needle. So just put your stitch mark in here, and we will go at the back, and we will insert our this all loose ends in. So here and this one, just put all these loose ends in, and I'm gonna meet you after that. And here it is. It looks like this. Now this is our front part. So here, turn your work and go to this back part. So this is our back part, and now we will attach our work. So we will fold our work first like this, and we will attach our work like this. So here, count your 21 stitches. So this is your first stitch. Count from here. It's 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 and 21. So count your 21 stitches, and this is my 21st stitch, and I will just take out my this stitch marker, not take out my stitch marker, but I will simply attach my this 21st stitch along with my this first stitch. So here it is. This is my first stitch, and this is my 21st stitch. I will do exactly the same for this side as well. So it's 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 and 21. So here it is. I will take out my this stitch marker, and I will attach my this first stitch and my 21 stitch together, leaving 2 stitches in between. So here in between we got about these 2 stitches, and here we will do exactly the same on this other side as well. So count your 21 stitches, and attach your first and your 21 stitch together. Here it is. It is all done, and now we will have our needle. So this is our inner part, and that's going to be our outer part, the side, like this, and we will attach our this wallet like this. Now have your needle and just have your yarn, and what we will do here is we will attach these 2 parts together. So just go to any side and just have your these 2 parts together like this, and here I'm going to insert my needle on my this 1 stitch here like this. Grab your yarn and just attach your this work like this. So here, one side up, one side down, and simply attach your work together like this. So take both the stitches. Just keep in mind that you are having your equal stitches from here. You do not mess up with your stitches, and just take them together and attach them. Here it is. It is all nice and attached in here and here. So I'm here on this middle 2 stitches. So here, as I've taken out my yarn from here, I will go to this 1 stitch and will attach, and will go and will take out my this needle from this next stitch, and I will again attach my this next 2 parts exactly the same way what we have done here. And here it is. We have attached our this two parts, and this is my last stitch. And here it is. We have attached over these two parts, and we will do exactly the same for this part as well. So here I'm just gonna take out my this needle, and here I will cut my yarn. I'll put my this two loose ends in later on. I will just attach my this two parts exactly the same way what we have done here. I will repeat on here. And here it is. Just gonna cut my yarn in here, and I will just take out my this all stitch markers. We don't need them anymore. And it is almost done. Now what we will do is just have your hook and grab your this loose ends inside. Just grab them inside, because we're gonna put them in from the inside. Let's just have them in. Here it is. And now turn your this wallet inside out, and just simply put your all these loose ends in, and I'm gonna meet you after that. And here it is. Our card wallet is ready, and it looks like this. And I hope you have liked my today's tutorial. If you have liked, please like, share and comment on my videos, and please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you into the next video. Till then, bye.